What's the dumbest decision pro wrestling has ever made? Please comment below what you think the dumbest decision. It's all subjective, but I think something that's objectively right. This is my opinion, but I don't think it is an opinion. I think it's a fact, and the viewership shows it. The most dumbest decision pro wrestling has ever made is killing kayfabe. The numbers show it. In today's time, we have the reality era, where basically less character, less gimmick driven, everybody's just basically themselves. And WWE really showed that this last Monday night, where it's basically everybody's just themselves. Just be yourself. Don't be a character, don't be a gimmick. Just be yourself. That's cool. No, it's not. Breaking kayfabe is the reason why wrestling sucks today. Breaking kayfabe is the reason why wrestling feels so lukewarm, because there's nothing exciting about half of the roster today. The irony that AEW got more gimmicks and characters than WWE. Honestly, think about that. How crazy that really sounds. But it's a fact. Have you seen what Toni Storm's been doing? She's literally playing a gimmick with this amnesia. She's literally acting like she's a rookie. She's on the pre-show like a rookie. She's winning with roll-ups like a rookie. She's doing Instagrams all excited. And, like, bro, she's playing a gimmick. What is happening in WWE? Who is playing a gimmick in WWE? Besides Roman. Roman and Solo are like the only ones playing a gimmick. Name me anybody else playing a gimmick. Name me people's characters in WWE right now. What is Santos' gimmick? What is his character? Besides a guy walking around in a suit. What's the gimmick? What's Andrade's gimmick? Besides a guy walking around in a suit, and I guess he stole the Batman villain's black mask. But where's the gimmick? He don't act like the Batman villain black mask. So what's his gimmick? What's Leuven Kaiser's gimmick? Besides being a lackey to Gunther. But then let's get on the gimmicks. Look at the gimmicks that they do got, which is extremely limited. The YS6 is a failure. A horrible failure, because they are a Scooby-Doo group. This is literally Scooby-Doo villains. Nothing menacing about them yet. They come in, beat up, attack the entire staff in the back. But next week, everybody act like nothing happened. The failure of kayfabe, the killing of kayfabe has literally, it is slowly putting professional wrestling on life support. Because when gimmicks was at an all-time high, we had the Attitude Era. When gimmicks were still at a high, we had the Ruthless Aggression Era. We had the Golden Era. It's funny, if I ask you, do you remember Hurricane or Gregory Helms? I bet most people will say Hurricane. Gimmick. I bet, hey, in the next 10 years, are you going to remember Boogeyman or Johnny Gargano? Yeah, the Boogeyman. Bet money. Bet money. You going to remember King Booker, or you're going to remember Grayson Waller? That's what I'm saying. The lack of gimmicks completely kills the interest of wrestling. The lack of characters and gimmicks. No kayfabe. But I said in a couple of videos, the new kayfabe is working the internet. But see, that's already become oversaturated. Because everybody's doing that. They go on these interviews, they half-ass play themselves, and then they half-ass play their, I guess, character on TV. Whatever that is for most people. Hence why Ricochet said, oh, without me, it wouldn't be no AEW. He was playing a character. Didn't I just say earlier that is weird that AEW has more characters than WWE? Ricochet has displayed a character. He displayed a violent, menacing psychopath. Swerve is the most dangerous man in AEW. He's hip-hop centric, right? But he's dangerous. He's violent. Heyman is a madman. He just whoop anybody's ass. But it's the WWE. I can't even name gimmicks today. And like I said, all the gimmicks are presented as fucking lame. Let me tell you another gimmick that I'm sure everybody forgot about. Remember this guy, Gio Giovanni? Givenchy, I think that's his name. That was used to be in Imperium. The bald head guy. What happened to him? He looked like he was a super laid back, arrogant, braggadocious ladies man or something, right? No, just to have him come the next 2 weeks, lose to Apollo Crews, a guy that has no character, no gimmick at all, nothing special about him, can't talk. The only thing Apollo Crews got going for him is he has size and he's athletic. But guess what? All right, he may got size over a lot of people, but in today's time, everybody's athletic. So how is he special? But you're going to bury Giovanni that actually had a gimmick that probably could have worked. Because he had a gimmick. And that was his gimmick from NXT, by the way. But you just bury that right away. Congratulations. Y'all remember this girl named Katana James? Or she showed up literally once and she just disappeared off the face of the earth. In NXT, she had a gimmick where she might carry weapons in her purse. She was this perky, high maintenance girl, basically Tiffany Stratton's gimmick. And they took that away from Tiffany. Well, not really. Not really. She's another one that kind of got a character. She's the dopey blonde hair Paris Hilton type bitch. So, but I guess Katana James used to have different weapons in her shit. She was the rich girl and all that shit, right? Instantly killed. Instantly. She don't even exist anymore. What is Braun Strowman's gimmick? Oh, then let's get on another person that does have a gimmick and character. Chad Gable. Wasted Chad Gable. Be looking out for that video. It's coming soon. Wasted Chad Gable. This guy can talk. He shows character. He shows promise. But he's a jobber. Oh, let's give him a group. Group full of jobbers. But oh, if you got him in a suit, I guess he'd be all right. Well, he can talk, so he'd be all right. Let's not push a guy that's showing character. Instead, let's push Motor City Machine Guns and DIY over Street Profits. That has a lot of charisma and character. But we're going to push guys that are very similar because they're good in the ring. Now, to be fair, Tommaso Ciampa got more character than all of them and more personality than all of them. So he's the only one that got an upside. But overall, the general consensus is still, oh, you could just be yourself. Everybody don't have a fun and engaging personality or an entertaining personality. So that's a horrible idea. That's a horrible ideology to have. Oh, just be yourself. No. Some people are just boring. That's why gimmicks exist. Zoe Stark. Another girl that he been trying so hard to get over. Trying so hard. What's her gimmick? What's her gimmick? Now, what's so funny, I seen something on I think on Twitter, like a while back. And I forgot who it was. I think it was Maxine Dupree giving them a makeover. Like she was doing their hair and she was doing What's the damn girl name? Oh man, the Queen of Spades. I forgot her name. I don't know how I can't think of her name, but the Queen of Spades, her and Shayna Baszler. That's her damn name. She was giving the Pure Fusion Collective like makeovers on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. And I'm just thinking like, okay, why is this not on TV? At least this would be way more interesting than the bullshit they doing now. Because can you tell me what the Pure Fusion Collective do? What is the actual point of the name of the group? Can you tell me anything they do? Let me get on somebody that I really enjoy. Brian Breaker. What's his gimmick? Like what's and then really he seemed to have a personality. He reminded you so much of Scott Steiner Rick. But the jock, he got a jock like personality, really, really intense. But he's not on a show to even display a personality or character. So then you got that. The dumbest decision in wrestling history was killing kayfabe. Because you got so many uninterested ass people in wrestling today. So many that don't have to do character changes, don't have to do gimmicks. Oh, just be yourself. Bro, please stop. Please stop. This is exactly why we're never going to have anything equivalent to the Ruthless Aggression era or the Attitude era when it comes to characters. This is exactly why. The direction Triple H is going with the WWE, I just see the interest going down and down and down. They got their money, so they don't really care. This is why sometimes struggling, nobody really wants to struggle, but struggle makes you appreciate shit more and it makes you work harder to get your keep. But this is why you got to keep a struggle mentality even when you make it to a certain level. Never stop. Say whatever you want about Vince, but Vince stayed in a struggle mentality. It was never enough for him. That's high ambition. That's a never-ending drive. It's not enough for him. Triple H, oh, he's already eaten. He just, oh well. And like I said, Triple H is booking WWE like NXT. Sports-centric. When, bro, I wish wrestling stopped trying to make this something it can never be. First of all, wrestling will never be taken serious. So why make it so fucking serious? You can have serious characters, but everybody is serious. Everybody themselves. Everybody. This is just a big ass sport to everybody. When it's not. When this is a gimmick driven business. That's what got this place millions of dollars. You ever heard of Undertaker? You ever heard of Sting? You heard of Hollywood Hogan? You heard of Hulkamania? You heard of Ultimate Warrior? You heard of Goldberg? You heard of The Rock? Have you heard of these people? Have you heard of DDP? This is why people like LA Knight. Because he's one of the only other people that got a character. Oh, what a way to bury LA Knight on Monday Night Raw. How come LA Knight and Nakamura was in the crowd and there was no brawl happened? Then Nakamura's in the crowd, just chilling. Isn't he a dark character now? What they basically did, they made every wrestling fan feel stupid for being a wrestling fan. Just a big slap to the face. As a wrestling fan, it may sound contradictory, and this is why non-wrestling fans never will understand it. We don't want real. We like it because it's theatrical. But to tell us that it's fake, it's like, bro, we know that. But why you got to rub it in? We don't need you to tell us that this is all a work. Oh, duh. But why we can't expand the disbelief That's what makes it fun, where wrestling can kind of cross over to real territory sometimes. Like, but no, completely kill everything about what made wrestling fun. This is why wrestling ain't fun no more. The Rock come out there and act like nothing happened because, oh, he was Dwayne that night. What a slap to the face to the wrestling fans that's been watching the story. That's the fucking reason why we watched to begin with. Stories, characters, and gimmicks. But you're going to have The Rock come out there and act like this is just backstage scenes on the show? Because him and Cody is probably cool in real life. We got to see it on screen. But like we didn't see The Rock beating the shit out of Cody a year ago? It's a slap to the face. So congratulations. You killed kayfabe. Like, share, subscribe. What was the dumbest decision in wrestling history to you? Like, share, subscribe, dislike, all that good shit. We out.